Marietta College. $1,200 of your closest friends across 100 acres. This is home.
Coming up today on NewsCenter 15, a shooting in Ohio leaves 3 injured.
And a Navy jet crashes in the water.
And we'll have these stories and more. NewsCenter 15 starts now. Good afternoon and welcome to Monday's edition of NewsCenter 15. I'm Evie Gravelin.
And I'm Grant Moore.
Topping our news this afternoon, 3 people were injured after a shooting at Walmart in Beaver Creek, Ohio, yesterday evening. Authorities say it is unclear what led up to the shooting and there are no details about the suspect. We're heartbroken by what's happened at our Beaver Creek, Ohio store, a Walmart spokesperson said. Investigators are working at the scene as this is a developing situation.
A U.S. Navy jet with 9 crew members aboard crashed into the water off the Hawaii island of Oahu on Monday after overshooting the runway at a U.S. Marine Corps base. Their military officials said there was no casualties aboard the P-8A Poseidon aircraft, a twin-engine multi-purpose patrol and jet with an airframe of Boeing 737 passenger plane. According to Marine Corps spokesperson First Lieutenant Haley Harms, condition of the passengers are being assessed at this time.
Let's take a quick look at the weather conditions.
Here to provide you a first look at the weather is Hunter.
Thanks, Grant. So as you can see, as we move into the temperature right now, it's 47 degrees, feels like 47. We have a little bit of rain going on right now. We have a high of 52 degrees today with a low of 44. The UV index is very low with 2 as the air quality is fair and the pollen is 0.1. You know, a lot of rain going out today. It's probably going to stay all day long. We'll find out a little about that later. Winds going at 1 mile per hour. Humidity was 72%. We had a sunrise this morning at 7:16 and it'll set at about 5 o'clock. That's all I have in the current conditions. Back to you guys at the desk.
After having maintained her innocence for nearly 5 years, pop star Shakira struck a last-minute deal to avoid the risk of going to prison on the opening day of her tax fraud trial in Barcelona on Monday. Under the deal, Shakira is to receive a suspended 3-year sentence and a fine of 7 million euros, which is 7.6 million American dollars.
A body found at a New York City beach Friday may be the remains of Emmy-winning Irish filmmaker Ross McDaniel, who disappeared earlier this month. Law enforcement sources say police responded to a 911 call just before 12:30 p.m. Friday about a human torso with legs attached. Found lying in the sand at a Breezy Point beach in Queens, the New York City Medical Examiner's Office will determine the cause of death. The body has been identified at this time.
College students prepare to go on break.
An ASAP Rocky charged with shooting someone.
We'll have these stories and more. Stay with us.
At Marietta College, teamwork goes beyond athletics. At Marietta, we promote individuality, creativity, and resilience. Whoever you are, wherever you're from, we are Ohio Nation. This is the time, this is the place. We are pioneers. We are Marietta College.
Hey, this is Kevin Love from the Cleveland Cavaliers. Right now, many of us feel anxious. Mindfulness can help you ease those feelings. My nonprofit is partnering with Headspace to offer free content to help you stress less. Head to kevinlovefund.org/headspace.
Here's to the straggly ones, the first ones. But hey, I look good with this ones. The black, brown, red, and gray ones. The itchy ones. The ones grown by Dad. The ones grown for Dad. The I nearly didn't do it this year ones, and the absolutely filthy ones. They all raise awareness, raise funds, start conversations, and save lives. Because whatever you grow will save a bro. Learn more at Movember.com.
With the holidays approaching, college students will be traveling home for break. It is important to know how to keep you and others safe. For more space in your dorm, it is recommended to take home anything you are not using. You should never leave your emotional support animal unattended while you are away. While traveling with you, ESA, it is important to make sure you have enough food and water for them and make sure they are stable for the drive by. Checking with the social veterinarian, car maintenance is also important to make sure you stay safe on your trip home or wherever you are traveling to.
A Los Angeles judge ruled Monday that there is enough evidence for A$AP Rocky to stand trial on charges that he fired a gun at a former friend in a collaboration on the streets near Hollywood Hotel in 2021. Rocky, who gave no visible reaction to the decision, has pled not guilty to 2 felony counts of assault with a semi-automatic firearm. He could get up to 24 years in prison if convicted on all charges, prosecutors say.
Jimmy Kimmel is returning as host of the Academy Awards for the 2nd straight year and 4th time overall. The Academy of Motion Pictures Arts and Sciences announced Wednesday. Kimmel also hosted the Oscars in 2017 and in 2018. I always dreamed of hosting the Oscars exactly 4 times, Kimmel said in a statement. The 96th Academy Awards will air live on ABC on March 10th from the Dolby Theater in Los Angeles. Coming up next, fruits carrying listeria.
And it's time to pick out the perfect Christmas tree.
And what can we expect from our weather? I'll be back at the 5-day forecast after these commercials.
When kids need medical care, they face life-changing experiences. They miss out on the things that make being a kid fun. Starlight Children's Foundation programs entertain and inspire hospitalized kids. Learn more at starlight.org.
There's a place for everyone at Marietta College. Our place is here as esports competitors. This is Marietta College Esports.
Peaches and plums and nectarines distributed by HMC Farms and Solid nationwide as recently as last week are being recalled due to an outbreak of listeria that has resulted in 11 illnesses, including 1 death and 10 hospitalizations. Federal safety regulators said Monday people sickened sickened in listeria outbreak reside in 7 states: California, Colorado, Florida, Illinois, Kansas, Michigan, and Ohio, according to the CDC.
Tis the season and it's almost the time to pick out a Christmas tree.
Our Haley Lanham has the details from a local tree farm.
The greatness of having a live tree at Christmas time is that they are biodegradable and can be reused after Christmas.
People use them for their birds in the spring, or they throw it out, or they put it in the bottoms of their ponds if they have ponds. Some of them just mulch it up and use it for mulch, and others just throw it back in their woods there. There is recycling places for you to recycle your tree.
It is important to know the proper way to take care of your tree once you get it home.
Okay, make a fresh cut, get it in the water right away. Now and have a good stand, a good tree stand. And a good tree stand means heavy duty plastic or metal.
Helen stated that the business has been great the past few years and the demand for real and artificial trees are about equal locally.
We get a lot of people that have both fake trees and live trees. We've been busier the last 3 years than we had for a long time, actually, for the real tree market here locally.
Along with the trees, the Morrisons have a gift shop where they sell various handmade items and wreaths.
People can buy, we have 24-inch wreaths, 28s, 3-foots, and 5-foots, we make them. And we have swags for folks. We have grave saddles.
Pre-tag season opens the first week of November. Cutting your own tree opens roughly the third week of November and remains open until December 23rd or until they are sold out.
Songbirds and Snakes, plus news on Scarlett Johansson and the Alex Trebek Fund.
Hunter has the details in today's Hollywood Minute.
Hello everyone. In theaters today, the new Hunger Games prequel and Rachel Zegler's Lucy doesn't seem ready as the 10th Hunger Games gets underway in this clip from The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. The big screen series began in 2012. This prequel takes place 64 years before the events of the first film. Scarlett Johansson has taken legal actions against an AI app. Variety reports of ad from the app on X, formerly Twitter, used the clip of her actress on the self of Black Widow, as well as AI-generated photos and a voice simulating Johansson's. Her representatives tell Variety she is not a spokesperson for the app. And finally, iconic Jeopardy host Alex Trebek died of pancreatic cancer in 2020. Now, Stand Up to Cancer has teamed up with his widow, Jean Trebek, and their daughter, Emily Trebek, to launch the Alex Trebek Fund to advance research into the disease, which is the highest mortality rate of all major cancers. The fund has already raised more than $1 million. November is Pancreatic Cancer Awareness Month. I'm Hunter with her now. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for the look at Hollywood, Hunter.
We'll head back to Hunter for a look at our extended forecast.
Thank you again, Grant. So as you can tell, here's a look at the United States. Nothing really going over here in the west, but we move way over into the east. We got rain all the way from the very southern part of Canada down to Florida, mainly in our neck of the woods. As you can see, the rain is being covered by a dog and a cat dressed as Thanksgiving costumes. As we move closer here to the Mid-Ohio Valley, a lot of rain, especially in our parts. We got a lot of yellow, which is the heavier parts of the rain. Not really coming to us, but it will start to, come towards us a little later, as up near Grandview, it's really gotten real bad. But as we move on to our 5-day forecast, over it's tomorrow, which is Wednesday, we have a high of 47 with a low of 36 in mostly cloudy skies. Moving in over to Thanksgiving on Thursday, we will have a high of 50 with a low of 32 and sunny skies, so the rain will eventually pass. Moving on over into Black Friday, we have a high of 46 and a low of 28 with mostly cloudy skies, so it's going to be a great day for going around shopping. Moving on to your weekend, on Saturday we have a high of 44 with a low of 31 with mostly cloudy skies. It's going to stay the same about Friday. And finally, as our churchgoers, on Sunday we'll have a high of 49, a low of 37 with cloudy skies. So we have a lot of rain, a lot of cloudy skies coming up, but thankfully it should be a pretty nice Thanksgiving break. Now, back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Hunter. When we come back, we'll head to Arista for a look at our sports.
Stay with us.
James Brown and Bill Cowher welcoming you back to the Midnight Snack Run.
This is one tricky obstacle course.
He's reaching, but he pushes it away. He's approaching a plate of iced cookies. He blows right by him.
Oh, the fridge.
Looks like he's headed for the soda. Wait, he jukes left, grabs a water bottle.
Now he's just got to get out of there.
Look what dropped from the sky.
Don't do it, Dennis. That's the way you execute a Midnight Snack Run.
Stand Up to Cancer and Rally want you to reduce your risk for cancer.
Go to takeahealthystand.org.
Did you know that over 700 kids enter the foster care system every day?
700?
700.
Just talking about foster care can help foster care.
Okay, let's try this.
Donate your small talk.
And now we're back with Arista for a look at sports.
What's been happening?
I'll give you the rundown now. Jalen Hurts ran for 2 touchdowns, including a pile into the end zone in the fourth quarter. The Eagles rallied 10 points to beat the Chiefs 21-17 in a Super Bowl rematch. The Eagles had some revenge in their 38-35 loss back in February. The defense shut Patrick Mahomes and the other Chief offensive members down. With 2 minutes to go, the Chiefs had the ball, but Marquez Valdez-Scantling would drop the ball and the defense would make a move to end the game. 13 players were named to the All-Ohio Athletic Conference football team Monday by the league office. The Pios named were seniors Bryce Agnew, Chance Knight, and David Bush, with sophomore Harley Hopkins being named first team. Knight was also honored with being given the Paul Hornman Defensive Lineman of the Year. Head coach Andy Waddle was honored with the Larry Cares Coach of the Year. Connor Vistra, Seth Wallace, Isaiah McCartney, Jay Melkeroy, Brady McManaway, Jalen Quero-Gordon, and Brady Panucci were named second team. Dawson Snyder and Jake Visnick were named honorable mention. Saturday, your men's basketball team traveled to Springfield for the Great Lakes Invitational. Levinson Xavier helped the Pioneers to win over the Illinois Wesleyan University 67-63. The Pioneers now sit at 3-1 on the season. Xavier ended the game with 25 points, followed by Sami Wilby with 16 and Cooper Parrott with 12. Your Pioneers are home tomorrow against Bethany for a 4 p.m. tip-off. That's all I have from the world of sports. I'm Arista. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Thank you, Arista. Joining us now at the desk is Hunter for our last look at the weather.
Yeah, so it's going to be really cold. It's staying at about the 40s and 50s. It's going to be really rainy today. Sorry, it's going to be really rainy today, and mostly for the rest of the week, it's going to be really cloudy. We're going to have a nice Thanksgiving. It's going to be real sunny, and it's going to be really rainy on Friday, so a lot of people are going to be enjoying their Black Friday shopping.
Well, thank you, Hunter, for our last look at the weather. That's it for today's broadcast. Thank you for watching, and we'll hope you'll join us Tuesdays and Thursdays at noon 30 and 6:30 for WCMO NewsCenter 15, Marietta College Broadcasting. See you next time.